Hello, welcome back to yet another part of Higurashi When They Cry. This is part 5 of chapter 2. Yes, I've just finished editing the past 4 parts. And I have a new recording set up, so let me know how it sounds. Fans kind of on the background, but I don't think you'll be able to hear it. So, let's continue.
圭一君が嬉しそうだよ。なんでだろう、なんでだろう。
I totally lost, didn't I?
きっと女装の喜びに目覚めちゃったんだよ。
Yep.
あ、圭一君、カチューシャ落ちそうだよ。直してあげるね。
Rena cheerfully adjusted the hairband that had been enshrined upon my hair.
どうよ、ケイちゃん。本物の女の子の前で女の子の格好をする快感に目覚めたりとかした？
That kind of insinuates that I've been doing it by myself already.
正直に言ってごらん。大丈夫。笑ったりしないから。
I'd totally laugh.
てめえぶっ殺す
The appropriate response. Swinging Mion's bag about wildly, I chased her in circles for a bit. So Mion won. Today's loser was quickly decided to be me. Yeah. When I'd been assured of finishing last, Mion showed her true power. She began racking up points with an iron fist. In the end, we didn't even have to add up the scores to know who was on top. After that, in the changing room, with much wailing and gnashing of teeth, pushing the boundaries of shame and brutality, I was instructed by Mion on how to put on everything from ribbons to underwear. Damn you, Mion. What do you mean, knowing this will come in handy one day?
男がエプロンドレスの着方を習って人生のどこで役に立つってんだよ
At least you didn't have to put on makeup or anything.
ケイちゃん、声大きい、声大きい。
And yet, being loud probably wouldn't be good for you.
黙ってりゃ演劇のお稽古くらいでごまかせるんだから。
そうだよ。大騒ぎしたら、その
Everyone will see.
個性的な趣味の人だって勘ぐられちゃうよ。
Oh dear. I shuddered from head to toe, resisting the urge to scream.
でもケイちゃんってさ、お肌のキメ細かいよね。お化粧のノリがいいってよく言われない？
Saying that, Mion gently rubbed my cheek. What kind of man gets praised for being easy to apply makeup on them? So she did actually put makeup on him?
メイドさんのカチューシャをつけた感想はどう？これぞまさに画量転生。カチューシャこそがメイド衣装の真骨頂だもんね。
何が画量転生だバカこらいじるな
圭一君照れてる。かわいい。
そうそう。男の人ってフリフリとかって好きなんだよね。
Probably not wearing them though.
どうよ。それを自分で身につけてみた感想は。
感想なんて別にそんな
That's just gonna draw your attention to
バ
it.
カやめろめくるな
キュッとするでしょ。歩くたびに足元スースーするのちゃんと感じてる。
Oh. Stop. Don't whisper such strange things in my ear. What a headset she really is. Oh. My miserable manhood subtly shifted. Eek.
赤くなってる、赤くなってる。 やっと気づいたかな？そう。今ケイちゃんは成人男子垂涎のメイドさんそのものなんだよ。
Stop it, Mion. Really? Why do you have to whisper that right in my ear?
メイドさんをギューって抱きしめたいって思ったことない？ケイちゃんは今ね、そのメイドさんと一体化してるの。
That's a weird way of putting it.
わかる？それはね、肌を重ねるよりもずっと近い距離。
Oh.
ほら、息吹や鼓動が聞こえてこない？
みーちゃん、それって。
I can't keep a straight face. On the verge of overheating, a long red line flowed out of Renna's nose.
ちゃんとお化粧して、ケイちゃん好みのストレートロングのカツラかぶせて。
I wouldn't have been able to read that if I wanted to be honest.
ケイちゃんの理想をそのままの美少女にコーディネートしてあげるよ。
So yeah, he did have to put on makeup. Rip.
そしたらさ、
Rest in
私と
pieces.
一緒に街を歩こうよ。きっと男たちの視線を独り占め。それはきっととても気持ちのいいことだよ。これである一部分を除けば本物の女の子なのにな。
Oh, the face palms. Saying that, she tried to flip my skirt. Wow. This was definitely not the time. I can't let them see me with this male-centric problem. Crash thud. Before I realized it, Renna was caressing my head and rubbing me with her cheek.
もじもじしてるケイチくん、すごく可愛かったよ。お持ち帰り。
That's probably better than Neon, let's be honest. Peering through Renna's vice-like embrace, I saw Mion laying spread-eagled on her back. I see. This must be what Sakato and Rika-chan feel like when they become Renna's prey. After that, it took quite some time to calm Renna down from her frenzy.
じゃあね、ケイちゃん。今日は最高に楽しかったわ。
覚えてろ、ミヨン。今日の屈辱はきっと10倍にして返す。絶対に俺が圧勝してこれ以上にすごい服着せてお持ち帰りしてやる。
Good luck with that.
おじさんに勝てたらね。その機会を楽しみにしてるわ。
Mion tossed me my clothes, and looking in as good a mood as I've ever seen her, left. Okay now.
ミヨンから解放された今、俺は1分1秒でも早く。
そうだね。レナはみーちゃんみたいに上手じゃないから、誰かとすれ違ってもフォローしてあげられないからね。
Soon after that, I went into a full-out dash. I'm pretty sure I was running for 100 meters in about 6 seconds there. Sure.
じゃあね、ケイチくん。また明日ね。
おう、また明日な。
The fact that I didn't bump into anybody I knew was probably divine favor for my constant good behavior. It's been going my way today. I mean, except for that whole thing about losing terribly and then being forced to wear a maid outfit and everything. That wasn't really amazing for you.
おお、ケイチ。帰ったか。お父さんはこれから散歩。
I was dumbstruck by how slow my father was to react. A normal person would have realized the peculiar scene before them around. Oh, Keiichi.
父さん、これはほら、いつも話してる部活の罰ゲームなんだよ。今日はたまたま俺が負けちゃって。
My dad placed his hand on my shoulder. It was an oddly moist and uncomfortably warm hand.
ケイチ、父さんとアトリエでちょっとお話ししような。母さんには内緒でだ。
やだよ、父さん、話してよ。俺、今から見たいテレビが。
Mion, you shall rue this day. His artistic flame raging like wildfire. My drag dragged me along. I disappeared into the depths of the studio.
ケイチいる？あら、お風呂だったのね。それ化粧水よ。
いやそれより何？
ごめんね。母さんちょっと頭が痛くてお夕飯作れそうにないの。だから申し訳ないんだけど、お父さんと一緒に表に食べに行ってくれる？
My mum is a go-getter superwoman at work, but it occasionally takes a toll on her health. So this kind of situation is hardly a rarity.
それはいいけど、母さんは晩飯はどうするの？
母さん一人なら適当になんとかするから。行ってらっしゃい。
ケイチ、車で行くから早くしなさい。
Dad quickly got the car ready. He must be hungry. He really only moves so energetically when it's time to eat.
お待たせ。
Even though he's the dad, he still doesn't have a character portrait. Neither does Mom.
で、どこに食べに行くの？
お父さんな、この間いいお店見つけたんだよ。そこ行こうか。
My dad usually only complains about things. For him to actually praise something is unexpected. I wonder what kind of place it is for he'd rank it 3 stars. Is it that, it's probably not that cafe thing. As one who seeks for way of the gourmand, I, Katie Maibara, am generally intrigued. The headlights of the car cut through the early darkness of the Himazawa night, carving a straight path towards town. I was pondering where such a gem of a restaurant could be hidden away. It was, shockingly, a family restaurant right by the station, with the French name.
父さんの言ういい店ってここ？
Words, angel more, angel. It's more. Were written on a very family restaurant-esque, cartoonish logo. It had the air of a girl-oriented, all-you-can-eat cake buffet rather than a proper restaurant.
ケイチは入ったことないだろう。
Come to think of it, I hadn't. Okay, so it's before... True, because it's before the festival. There's been some times where I travelled to faraway towns to eat. Okay. But returning only as far as Okinomiya Station, there was really no reason to dine out. Home was just a station's throw away after all. I see. That was the reason I never noticed it before. We stopped the car in the restaurant's parking lot. Actually, it would be Ange before Angel. It's like Steins Gate for mixing English with French. Seems like business is blooming. There's quite a few cars parked here. But what really amazes me are the license plates. There's a lot of them that can't be from this area. Fukuyama, Nagoya. Well, that's fine. Chiba? Saitama? Opening up my mental geography book, I calculated how long it would have taken to get here via the major highways.
ケイチもどうやらこの店の凄みに気づいたようだな。
どういうこと？この店に来るためにこんなに遠方から人が来るってこと？
Following my dad, I climbed the steps and entered the building. The bell attached to the door clashed as we entered, and a waitress soon greeted us. After confirming our party size and whether we wanted a smoking or a non-smoking seat, she guided us inside. Dad ordered 2 of the daily specials. It seemed that they were ready-made, so there wasn't much of a wait at all until our meals were brought to us. The taste was, no offense to Dad, not so different from your run-of-the-mill family restaurant.
味だけで言えば普通のファミレスに見える。
味なんかはどうでもいいんだ、ケイチ。
Face palm.
いいだろう。
I see. It just may be that the food here might be nothing more than average. The demographic of the customers was pretty much all young men. It may call itself a family restaurant, but there wasn't a single there wasn't a single table with a family. And yet it was packed. The parking lot was filled with cars from all corners of the country. If they didn't come from far and wide to eat this completely mediocre food, then there was only one reason. Dad flagged down a nearby waitress.
すみません。セットのデザートがまだ来ないんですけど。
申し訳ございません。
Hang on. That looks like Mion. And this was where we discussed with the detective about the whole case. And Mion knew. Is this how?
日替わり A セットのデザートです。さっきからずーっと待ってるんですけどね。
I've got a somewhat bad feeling about this dessert as well.
すみません。すぐにお持ちしますので。
It looks like Mion, like that's probably because of hair, but it doesn't sound like her. Maybe like cousin, sister. Probably not mom. The apparently rookie waitress rushed off flustered.
父さん、ひょっとしてこの店って。
いいだろう。ここのウェイトレスさんの制服。
I'm cringing. Why? Why would you do this? Bam.
何をするんだケイチ。
An appropriate response.
父さんにも殴られたことないのに。
俺は息子だ。
Yeah.
いいかケイチ。父さんは決して不埒なつもりで来ているんじゃないんだぞ。
That's 100% the only intentions you came
あ
here
の
with.
グッドでキュートでエキセントリックな衣装から受けるインプレッションを。芸術的インスピレーションを。
Oh, okay. I heard the like the inspiration. She said so. Okay, yeah, he's probably mixing in French into his Japanese, and that's why they translated like that.
お前に感じさせてやりたかったんだよ。お前だってこういう刺激を求めていたはずだ。そうだろう。
Probably French. Maybe he is mixing in English. Didn't quite make it out.
でも一人じゃ恥ずかしい。分かってる。だから父さんが無理やり連れてきたんだ。父さんのせいにしていいんだぞ。
I 100%.
父さんが泥をかぶったとしても、圭一にはこの気持ちを分かって欲しかったんだ。ああ。トイレ行ってくる。
My father has always had a bad habit of trying to hide his embarrassment using incomprehensible nonsense as a smokescreen. I want to believe that this weirdness won't be genetic. Continuing his one-sided rambling, my father stood up and headed to the washroom. Going back to the waitress, we do know that Mion has quite a lot of uncles, something, which she does her work with. And that character did have a portrait, so they are probably an important character. With him gone, I was left alone in the booth. Finally, at this time, a feeling of embarrassment welled up inside me. I had nothing to do but go beet red with shame. The waitress before returned, her eyes alternating between the order slip and the table. Arriving at my seat, she hesitantly tried to say something. A more veteran waitress offered some advice from over her shoulder. Just calm down and say sorry for the wait.
大変お待たせして申し訳ありませんでした。
Right, just like that. Do your best. Whispering that into her ear, the veteran waitress left. The waitress must have just been hired. With an absolute lack of confidence, she moved hesitantly and maybe even somewhat perilously. Just watching her put me on edge. I silently watched as she placed the dessert on the table with an inexperienced hand. But it's just as Dad said, what incredible uniforms these are. They were like a bunny girl, plus a maid, plus some sort of frilly outfit, all in the perfect ratio. Most certainly a rather dubiously charming kind of fashion. In any case, she in no way appeared to be a proper waitress. What should I do? I was catching glimpses of too many things. That is, I didn't know where I should look. At the food. It's an easy place to look. Wearing something like that, walking around the restaurant, it's as bad as it can be for digestion. Star. Even though she was wearing the outfit, this particular waitress had no idea what to do either. This flustered state, without a doubt, should be attributed to the amount of bare skin showing rather than being new to the job. Both the waitress and I mutually avoided eye contact. What a platonically embarrassing feeling this is. I'm a customer, you know. It's alright to be more straightforward. How my nose has started to bleed. At that moment, our eyes, I can word. Our eyes just happened to meet. Both of us blinked, doubting who we were looking at. What? This is...
Mion, だよな.
On top of her hair being let down, she was so far removed from her usual confidence-filled attitude. I didn't realize it was her at all. It sounds like a different voice. It was Mion. Why is she here?
お前、なんでこんなとこで働いてるんだよ。
おじさんのお店の手伝い。
Come to think of it, I did hear her talk about how her relatives have stores in town, and that she sometimes works part-time to help them.
おお、それはご苦労さんなことで。
The nervous feeling I had dissipated in an instant. Knowing that this was Mion, there was no reason to feel that way. Oh, actually, my animal instincts tell me that the power balance between Mion and myself has been turned upside down. I don't think it's Mion. That's right, I'm a customer. My position is superior to hers. No. The humiliation from today's penalty game was cutting through the recesses of my mind. There really is a god. For him to grant me this opportunity for revenge. Notice the flames of vengeance burning in my eyes. Mion took a step back.
しかし、こうして見ると、結構そういう服も似合ってるじゃねえの。
You're just gonna make a fool of yourself, aren't you?
恥ずかしいんだからあまり見ないでよ。
I confirmed my preemptive strike was a clean hit. There was no mistaking that Mion is currently defenseless. While confirming my attack was successful, I simultaneously lined up the combo.
ミオンって結構胸があるから今にも見えちゃいそうだよな。お客さんみんな見てるぞきっと。
そんなこと言わないでよ。
恥ずかしがったふりしてもダメだからな。ミオンはそういう恥ずかしい衣装で男の目を引いて楽しんでんだろ。じゃなきゃそんな格好できないもんな。
私だって好きでこんなしてるわけじゃ。
Is this alright, Keiichi Maibara? Aren't you taking this a little too far? Even if it's payback for that humiliation during the day, isn't this too much? Hey, shut up, Logic. To pay back Mion tenfold is a chance you will hardly ever get.
こんな恥ずかしい格好してお母さんは悲しんでるぞ。その見えそうで見えないのが最高だよな。もっとチコを寄れ。 お客様への奉仕の心がまだまだでおじゃるぞよ。
どうかお許し
あうお持ち帰り。
を。それは
Entering a version of Renner's cute mode. Blood spewed from my nose like a waterfall. I was going into I had no regrets. I'm just facepalming here. I was going to complete this verbal humiliation plan. I mean, revenge for today's events.
これくらいで今日は許してやろう。はう。
Seems that Mion's neural circuits had completely shorted from the embarrassment. The matter teased her a little too much, or so I thought. But such a meek Mion is something you hardly ever see, so this was good for now. He even decided exactly what was good.
しかし知らなかったな。天下御免のミオンがウェイトレスは苦手なんてな。
違う。
でも意外な一面だよな。昼間のミオンに見せてやりたいよ。っていうかレナたちにも見せてやりたいな。レナなんかきっと狂乱して喜ぶぞ。あいつこの店で働きたいとか言い出すんじゃないかな。
違うんです。
俺もミオンにこんな可愛い服装が似合うなんて夢にも思わなかったぜ。
だから違うんです。
And what's wrong is the fact that she's not Mion, isn't it? While turning bright red, Mion started finally spit out words that were lodged in her throat.
違うって何がだよ。
私ミオンじゃないんです。
Got it. What? I was taken aback at Mion's confusing words. You mean you were taken back at not Mion's confusing words?
ミオンじゃないって。じゃあお前は誰だよ。園崎ミオンだろ。
ごめんなさい。言いそびれちゃってたんですけど、私園崎シオンなんです。姉がミオンなんですよ。
Called it. They're sisters. My eyes unconsciously widened with surprise from this brazenly crazy talk. But yeah, that's maybe the link between the conversation leaking and Mion. Mion, probably thinking if there's no way such a far-fetched excuse would work, turned bright red while fidgeting nervously. It doesn't sound like Mion is the thing.
シオン？園崎シオン？
Why does the name have to, like, this name have to rhyme?
はい。よくお姉に間違われるんです。
でも俺に会った時初対面とは思えない反応を示したよな。
それはいつもお姉が話してる人だから知ってたわけで。
A little bit of cringeworthy excuse, that is. No, what's cringe is you. But when I looked at Mion's eyes, which begged me to believe her, the urge to tease completely subsided. To us, Mion had to be a leader who was normally overflowing with confidence, a guiding force. If I were to lash out at that Mion, I would have ruined something. I shouldn't have. That was something I never wished for. So I understand. You don't understand. This foolishness here is something very different from the everyday Mion. That's why she's Shion.
そっか。だったら悪かったな。
いえ、分かってくれればいいんです。お姉も敵の多い人ですから。
Oh, now she's self-aware of that fact now, is she? As I unintentionally laughed aloud, Mion, no, Shion, laughed with me.
シオンはこういう仕事初めてなのか？慣れてなさそうだったからさ。
実は今日がケイちゃんが初めてのお客さんなの。
Yeah, you should probably get back to your work, by the way. Didn't they say that the place was crowded? A little flustered after saying that, she quickly asked if it was okay for her to refer to me the same way her sister did. Seeing that blatant quirk was so cute, I couldn't stop laughing.
おじさんの店でバイトしてるってのは前に聞いてたからさ。
You probably heard that. Nothing happened.
もっと手慣れてるものだと思ってたぜ。
お店持ってる親類って他にもいるの。だからこのお店のおじさんの手伝いをするのは初めてで。
I see. Makes sense. Anybody would be tentative during a job they weren't used to.
ミオンはこの店手伝いに来ないのか？
おねってほら、こういう可愛いの苦手なんで。
I know what she's trying to say.
そうだな。ミオンってかっこいい系の方が似合うやつだもんな。だからこの店の手伝いはシオンちゃんが来て正解だったと思うぜ。
Huh? Shion asked, probably thinking she misheard me.
その制服、ミオンなんかには絶対に似合わないと思うけど、シオンちゃんにはよく似合ってると思うしさ。
それって
Shion, like Kreiner often does, spaced out and turned bright red.
どういう意味なのかな。
At least for this moment, it felt like this Shion character actually existed. Because it does. Because there's no way that Mion Anu had this side to her. Because she probably doesn't. At that moment, we realized that the more veteran waitress was waving at us from across the room.
園崎さん、R 入っちゃっていいですよ。
After your first customer.
はい。
Maybe she was working on other things before. Oh well. Mion finally returned to her senses. It seemed as if it was time for her to take a break.
じゃあ私はこれで噂のケイちゃんと話せて楽しかったです。
ミオンと勘違いしていじめて悪かったな。ミオンには改めて復讐すると伝えておいてくれ。
メイドの格好をさせられて表を歩かせられたんですよね。
What's with that face? That devilish laugh and smile is exactly the same as the one I knew.
そうだ。たっぷり書かされた恥はきっとお返しすると伝えておいてくれ。
で、それより私、今日いじめられたことお姉にチクりますから。お姉に部活で仇を取られちゃってくださいね。
上等だぜ。返り討ちにしてやら。
Mion, you mean Shion, laughed with a warm smile, devoid of any remaining nervousness, and disappeared into the back. I felt like I had a very valuable experience today. That's right. For now I know the high and mighty Mion has a weak point to panic and get embarrassed about. Except she doesn't. But, of all things, for her to say she has a twin sister, I don't think she said anything about twin. She said that she had that she was Mion's younger sister. Thought that maybe I should ask Raina tomorrow if she really has a sister. But maybe it's better if I didn't ask. It's a bit mean-spirited. I decided that the person I met here today was Shion, the younger twin sister. How long before they both appear at the same time? So I'll refrain from doing anything that would deny that. It's not that we actually made a promise or anything, but that little exchange gave birth to a new rule between me and Mion. Somebody tapped me on the shoulder. It was my dad. That was a long trip to the washroom. Probably came up with a new idea for an art piece while he was sitting on the can.
Keiichi, そろそろいいか?
And on that note, I think I'll finish it here for today. Let me know your thoughts and feedback you had in the comments. Yeah, especially if mic and stuff is alright. And see you next time. Or until next time. See ya.